Hey guys, what's going on? My name is Wendy Jo, and today we're going to talk about 5 things that you can do as a beginner to earn income from home. Very beginner friendly. So if you're needing to make an extra $1,000 a month, $5,000 a month, stay tuned because we're going to go through these 5 really quickly. I'm going to give you the idea, and then I'm going to give you the pros and the cons of each idea, and we'll kind of go from there. Make sure you hit that like button, and let's get into the 5 streams of passive income that I think are the most beginner friendly here in 2024. Number 1 is AI art. And I have done a lot of tutorials on how to earn passive income, a lot of them. And I have never talked about really using AI art as a way to earn passive income because the art niche is very saturated. However, if you really take a step back and look around the world, everything is kind of saturated. T-shirts are saturated. Furniture is saturated. There's a ton of things out there that are saturated, and yet people are still starting new businesses every day and making money. What sets them apart is they've done their research, they know their audience, and they are able to provide something very specific to those people. And kind of once you get a good following and people know your style or your ability to meet their needs, they're going to keep coming back to you. So I want to talk about AI art because it is super, super easy. Now, I will tell you this, just a little disclaimer so that nobody hates on me. Probably people still will, but that's okay. Do I think that AI art is equivalent to a hand-painted picture or someone's gorgeous photograph that they've gone out and taken the time to get the lighting just right and done all the work? No, I do not. I do not. But here's what it is. It is inexpensive for people to purchase AI created art, and most people are not going to care if it's created with AI because the people that are in the budget range that are purchasing AI created art are not the same people that are going to buy a $10,000 painting that somebody has done. So we're looking at 2 completely different customer groups when we are looking at AI created art. And there's a couple different ways that you can actually sell AI art. You can sell it just simply as a digital download. So that would be you create the picture and then you save it to the correct size and you sell it as a digital download. Super inexpensive. Your customer then purchases it, they get the digital download, and then they get it printed at their local print shop and they put it on their wall. I actually am currently creating AI generated wall art for my living room because I work with a print on demand company that prints them, and I like to change up the way that my house looks quite frequently. And so I generate AI art that looks exactly how I want it to look. I print it out, and it's way cheaper than going and buying something at the store, especially with how frequently I change my decor. So AI art, you can do it as a digital download, or you can offer it printed. And if you offer it printed, it actually is going into the second way that you can make money pretty easily as a beginner, and that would be print on demand. So we're going to hold off on the print part for a second. I just want to touch back on AI art. So number 1, as far as 1 to 5, 1 being the easiest, 5 being the hardest, I would say it's definitely a 1. It's pretty easy. Really, the only hard work in it is getting the grasp or understanding of what kind of prompts to use in the AI generator, the image generator, so that it gives you the results you want. And my favorite AI art tool is actually DALL-E or Dahlia on Canva. And I will link up a trial for Canva Pro down below, but I love Canva Pro. It has so many amazing features and they've added a lot of AI type features into it. So I highly recommend using it because the AI art is included in that. Like you would pay extra for any of the other AI art generators that are out there just on the web. And theirs is included in the pro version. So again, I'll link that up. But the other thing is you've got to do your research. I don't really know that that's a pro or a con because I feel like that comes with every single one of these topics we're going to talk about. But if you're going to succeed in the AI or in the art industry at all, like wall art of any kind, whether you're doing digital or physical prints or whatever, you've got to know your audience. You cannot just go out there and throw up images and like pray that they do well. You've got to know. I mean, I guess you can. I mean, some people maybe get lucky, but You've got to know who your target audience is, what styles they're looking for, or maybe just do trending art. So like you start an art website and then you're going to just do trends. So like right now, the coquette style is trending. Another trend right now is matchbook art. There's a lot of different art trends, and they will come and they will go. Like coastal cowgirl was trending; it's still kind of trending, but as it as the trend grows and people find out what the trends are, then more and more stuff will pop up. So your goal is to beat the beat the crowd. So the con would be just that it's saturated, and you really have to do your research so that you can niche down enough to know who you're targeting with your products. So that would be the first thing, is just AI wall art, which now we're going to go into print on demand, which, I say 1 to 2 on the easiness scale. Again, you can use AI to create things for your print on demand products, such as poster prints. So if you're doing art, you could get your artwork printed on notebooks, like they have like print on demand notebooks with lined interiors. You could do blankets, you could do just the wall art and offer it that way. You can do mugs, t-shirts, whatever. With print on demand, you can also do a lot of other things. You can do sayings and those types of things. Let me go backwards here, and this is going to kind of go for everything we talk about here, but do your research for copyrights and trademarks. So if you create an AI image, I recommend doing a reverse Google search on the image to see if it pulls up anything similar out there, and figure out if there is a copyright or trademark. So you want to do a reverse image search just to make sure that AI has not pulled somebody's like famous painting and put it in your stuff. You don't want to do that. Hopefully you are specific enough with your descriptions that you create something that's completely unique and you won't have a problem. So make sure you do that. And then when it comes to creating print on demand, if you are using sayings, make sure that you are not using a trademarked phrase or word. USPTO, I'll link it up, .gov is the trademark search engine for the United States. And you can go through and search the word or phrase that you're looking for and see if it has a trademark on it. Good grief, you guys. If it has a trademark on it, and if it's live, so it's a live trademark, pending, not approved yet, but it's been applied for, or dead, meaning that they no longer hold the trademark on it. And then you can go a step further and it will tell you, okay, this phrase is trademarked for use on these types of products. So it's possible that the phrase is trademarked, but it's not trademarked for use on t-shirts or use on a blanket or something like that. And so those are things to remember, so that if, you may be able to still use a phrase if it's trademarked, as long as it's not the same as what they have a trademark for. That makes sense. So print on demand is another great one. There's several companies. I will link them up below, but my favorites are Printed Mint, Printful, and Printify. I think a lot of people use Printify just because there is a lot of variety on Printify. Printed Mint definitely has the least amount of variety, but the best customer service, and they're pretty quick about getting stuff out, and the quality is always good with them. I've never had an issue with them. And there's others out there. You can do your research. I do recommend that you order a sample of what you're doing, just so you can kind of get an idea. Plus, it's easier to make those faceless videos to market your products if you have a product in hand, which I did a video on faceless marketing here. So I know people are going to say, but how do you market your stuff? Well, watch that video, because I talk about how to do it faceless. I have several videos on here that talk about marketing on TikTok and using good SEO and all those kind of things. So just check those out. Make sure that you know how to market your products, because that's also a huge step. Pros of print on demand would be just, again, you don't have to have any equipment. You don't have to buy any inventory or anything like that. You literally are creating and you are sending it off to somebody else to make it and ship it to your customer. Print on demand is great. The con to that would just be the profit margin. If you are making it yourself, then you're going to make a bigger profit. You can get the t-shirts for cheaper. You can get the mugs for cheaper. But I feel like the pros and cons kind of equal each other out on print on demand, because the amount of money you have to spend up front to have all the equipment and all of the inventory and all those types of things, and then the time that you have to put into, which people always underestimate their time. They always underestimate what their value of their time is. And I really feel like it comes all out in the wash. That's my opinion on that. So that's the pros and cons on print on demand. Okay. All right, moving on. The next thing we're going to talk about is TikTok Shop. And yes, I teach passive income, and it's still pretty passive because once you get videos up, they can continue to circulate, especially if they go viral and make you money over and over again for the work that you've done one time. Um, with all passive income, there's still going to be some work. If somebody tells you that there's no work to passive income, it's just not true. TikTok Shop. I'm going to give it a 2.5 for ease. So it's kind of just right there in the middle because you are going to have to create videos, whether they are faceless videos like we talked about before, or you're actually talking and showing your face, you're going to have to create videos. There are 3 different ways you can make money with TikTok Shop. One is you can sell your own products, and you can set up a TikTok Shop and you can sell your products. So maybe you make coloring books, and rather than using Amazon KDP to print them, you have them printed out by another company and you actually sell your coloring books on there through TikTok Shop. You can do that, or t-shirts or mugs or whatever you make yourself, you can sell on there. You can also drop ship, or AKA print on demand, on TikTok. So not only is it a way you can make money, but you can also like use it as a sales platform. So you can almost double dip, which is definitely one of the pros to it, is that you can really make money a lot of different ways on TikTok, and they keep adding ways. And I'll probably do a video on that soon about the creator, what's it called? The beta creator program, which they are honestly trying now to compete with YouTube. That's what they're trying to do, ad revenue, etc. They are literally trying to compete. When they started TikTok Shop, they were competing with, I feel like, Amazon and Etsy, and now they're adding this level of creator program, which is competing with YouTube. So I will keep you posted on that. But back to TikTok Shop. So you've got your own products that you make yourself. You've got the either drop shipping or print on demand products, which is kind of like drop shipping, but you're creating the stuff first. That you can do, or you can be an affiliate. They have an affiliate program where you go in and you find products that you like. You can either request a free product from that person. You add it to your showcase. It's called a showcase. So you have a showcase on your page and you add it there, and then you make a video about it and you link the product, and then when people buy it, you make a commission, and it tells you right on there, you will make $1.50 from every one of these that sells from your site, or you'll make $8 from every one of these that sells. And so you could do that pretty much full time on there, and make videos and advertise products. If somebody won't give you a free one, then you can always just order one to then make a video about, if it's something that you really think you would want or like. Until you've kind of gotten some traction, and then you're going to get offers from people. I get offers every day, multiple times a day, of people wanting me to market their products on TikTok Shop. I've only done like 1 or 2 because I have 8 streams of income and I don't have time to make all the videos, because I already have like 3 or 4 TikTok accounts and I just overwhelmed, ADHD to the max. So the pros of TikTok Shop are that you're not having to create your own products. You're not having to do anything like that if you don't want to. The cons are you are going to have to create video footage pretty frequently. You've got to be consistent on there. You are going to have a certain amount of followers in order to get to certain levels of being able to sell on there. The first one would be 1,000 followers in order to have a TikTok Shop, I believe it is. And then once you're there, then, I think the next level is like, it's either 5,000 or 10,000 followers for that. So you have to have a certain follower count. All right, so we've talked about AI created art. We've talked about print on demand using AI, and we've talked about the TikTok Shop. The fourth one I want to talk to you guys about today is KDP. KDP, I kind of have a love-hate relationship with it, because I feel like so many people are like, KDP, it's easy money, make $5, $10, $20, $30,000 a month with it. And can you? Yes, absolutely. But it is going to take some work and some consistency in order for that to happen. As far as ease goes, I'm going to give it a 2. I'll give it a 1 if you buy a pre-done template because it's so easy if you have a template that is already set for you. If you're not good at like figuring out all the things, I do sell a template for KDP composition notebooks, and I will link that up below. But it is pre-done. It comes with a cover template, and it comes with all the interior pages that are ready to go. So you literally would design your cover on the template that's there, following the instructions. There's a tutorial video that comes with it. And then you're going to save the cover, you're going to save the interior, and then you're going to upload to Amazon KDP. But once you've got that part of it set, whether you create your own or whatever, if you're doing the same size book over and over again, then once you kind of have that template set, it's really easy because you have the sizing right, you've got it all figured out, and it's just create, upload, create, upload, create, upload. So as far as simplicity goes, again, one, if you're using a pre-done like template and you know, like, okay, I'm doing a composition notebook. Two, if you're having to create your own template first and then do it. But KDP does have like creator tools and stuff that help you if you want to. I prefer just to go on Canva and create things myself there, but you can do it either way. So with KDP, it's going to be consistency, research, and then just not giving up. I feel like people quit on KDP really easily because they put a couple books out there and they're like, well, nobody bought them. Da, da, da. Well, what did you do to market them? Because Amazon is massive. You want to talk about saturated? Amazon is very saturated in every area. Like it just is. And so if you're creating composition notebooks or coloring books or low content books, which those are the easiest ones to do, then you're going to have to then market those. You're going to have to, or nobody's going to know that you exist unless you just really get lucky and somebody happens to spot your design amongst the thousands of others that are out there and it takes off for whatever reason. The pros to Amazon KDP is if you're doing something like a composition notebook or something like that, once you get that template set, which the size changes every time you change the number of pages in it, or you change the dimensions of the book that you're selling. So you've got to keep that in mind when you're doing Amazon KDP is, like the composition notebook template that I have has 110 lined pages. And so the cover is set for that size and the interior pages are all set for that size and you're good to go. So that's a pro. It's like, it's super easy. You can just keep creating new covers. You can use AI. You do have to disclose that on AT&T. You have to disclose that on Amazon. But you can create, 2-3 books a day. It does take about 72 hours for them to approve your book. Sometimes they'll kick it back to you if you don't put everything in quite right, but usually you can make the fixes and you'll be fine. The cons are if you're doing something other than a low content book, such as a coloring book, you really are going to have an iPad with Procreate and really understand how to create the images for a coloring book. Or you're going to have to use other tools like Canva to create like a prayer journal or something like that. And so, there is definitely a lot of work that can go into the interiors of these books. So if you're doing something other than low content, like if you're doing coloring books, you are going to have to do those images yourself. So that's a con, but a pro would be as if you're doing low content books, you can create them on Canva and use them over and over and over and over again and create books. Again, it's a 1 to 2 on the easiness scale. And the pros are that you can, once you've got your template set, you can kick them out really fast. And the cons are you are going to have to spend some time again, researching niches, knowing what people are searching for, understanding keywords on Amazon, but then also just making sure that you are designing unique interiors if you're doing something that's not low content. All right, the fifth thing that I would suggest is pretty beginner friendly for making passive income is affiliate marketing. So with affiliate marketing, I'm going to say that this is probably going to be in the 2 range. It's pretty easy. What you're going to have to do is this. And I've done videos. Here's a video that I've done recently on affiliate marketing. But with affiliate marketing, you are going to have to sign up to become an affiliate with a lot of these different companies. I recommend becoming an affiliate for something that you actually care about, not just random stuff, because you want to be able to, actually talk about it or create, stuff for social media about it that you actually have knowledge about it. So you're going to want to apply. So app.impact is a great company. They have a ton of different brands that use them, such as Canva, Shopify, Namecheap, I'm trying to think of some other ones, but there's a bunch of companies that work with app.impact. And there's a ton more out there. One that lots of people are familiar with is ClickBank. The other thing you can do for affiliate marketing, which is probably one of the most popular, is Amazon Influencer Program. And I have an Amazon store that I create little sections in, and I share stuff from my home, my bathroom remodels, like all that different kind of stuff inside of my Amazon store. And you get paid a percentage of everything that comes back to you that people purchase from your links. And so I give this a 2 because it's pretty easy to like go in and apply for all these things. It takes a little bit of work to get your Amazon influencer store set up, or your other marketing platforms. And if you're marketing anywhere, there's a couple places. TikTok, you can obviously get a link in your bio using Beacons. I'll link that up. Beacons.ai is one of my favorite. Or if you have your own website, then you can create your own link in bio. But you can do that. You can also market on Pinterest. Pinterest is one of my favorite ways to market because it is not a social media platform. It is a search engine. So it's a lot like Google, and it has a massive user base. And so I think between Pinterest and TikTok, you could market the heck out of any affiliate program that's out there. And so the thing with TikTok is you have like a certain audience that you appeal to over there. So like if my TikTok channel, the one that I talk about, like passive income, is mostly about passive income. And so if I was to then start advertising dog toys on that channel, it wouldn't really like fit very well unless my dog was always in my videos or something. Like, it's just, you have to kind of be more in a niche there. With Pinterest, you can create kind of whatever. You can have different boards that pertain to these different things. Really, you're just creating pins and putting them out there into the Pinterest world for people to see. So it's not terribly difficult. I give it a 2 because it's a little bit more time consuming because you do have to create a lot of content to market the affiliate marketing on there. But it's, especially Pinterest, it's very evergreen, so it can create a good stream of passive income. And people make thousands and thousands of dollars with affiliate marketing. It can be a little bit more time consuming than some other forms of passive income. So pros are that there's a lot of different companies you can work with. So you can definitely be marketing a whole bunch of different things at once. Cons are just the time that has to go into the marketing itself, but still 2 on the beginner friendly scale. Just because you can do faceless. You can do just still images if you want to, if you're just doing Pinterest, although I recommend doing video pins as well. They just get more traction quicker on Pinterest. But yeah, so those are the 5 that I wanted to talk about with you today. There are so many other streams. You can do YouTube channels. You can do faceless YouTube channels. You can do faceless TikTok channels. Obviously, there's the creator beta program on YouTube. There's so many other things, but these 5 are super beginner friendly, and you could get started and within a month be making money already. So that would be the plus to all 5 of these ideas. So let me know your thoughts below. If you have any questions, make sure that you hit the like button and come back next week to see what else we're talking about. Actually, next week, I think I'm going to post the video for the month of February review of selling on Etsy versus selling on Shopify. So if you want to see that video, make sure you stay tuned. And yeah, I'll talk to you guys soon.